Hey guys, Star Giant here. So it's March and it's snowing where I live. So much for that grog saying early winter. You know what I wish? I wish I was in the tropics. And not in Dune. Ooh, I wonder if there's even a show like that.
Yay me!
I regret everything that I just said. Snow is fun! Fuck summer, am I right? Right, Animation Review 37! Coconut Fred in No News is Good News! You know, I've heard people talk about Coconut Fred from time to time, but I never grew up with the show. I think it aired on Cartoon Network. People claim that the reason why this show is bad is because it's a ripoff of SpongeBob. I mean, that can't be the 100% truth. I kinda consider Camp Lazlo a SpongeBob ripoff, which came out the same year as this show, but I find that show to be extremely funny. So I decided to watch a few episodes to see what the fuss is about, and I'm gonna review one of them. Which one? Monster Island? Too easy. Fruity Booty? Sounds like fun. Nutcase? Sounds like me. Sir, not a lot. No thank you. Actually, I saw that one, and it's a weird video game parody of Ocarina of Time? That's what I guess Bingo is imitating. And Fred is Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. You know what? If you don't know that much of a show, you might as well start with the pilot. I'm gonna review the episode No News is Good News. That is a very true statement. I'll take no news over bad news any day. Let's start with that theme song. Alright, his name is Fred. What's the next lyric? Oh, there is no other lyric. Okay. The only other lyric is Fruit Salad Island and Fred saying
Yay me!
Let's see how the episode starts. Is that what the people behind the show really look like? So how does the pilot begin?
Hey everybody, the sun came up again! How great is that? Oh yeah, got a drum. 1, 2, 3.
I didn't skip anything. That's literally how the episode starts. In this show, fruit can talk and they are more or less SpongeBob ripoffs. There is one character that I found original. He's actually kind of funny. Probably the best character of the show. Bingo. He's a cute chair that has a weirdly adorable voice.
Slash.
Sorry, Fred. I've important work to do for Mr. Greenrind. He said if I helped him out of the cabanas, someday he might even make me tanning consultant.
So then Fred tries to help out and, okay, never mind him doing whatever bullshit later. He can now pull things out midair. Fred fires suntan lotion at Greenrind, but it turns out it was glue. How does that even work? If it's glue, then the gun should be stuck. And even if it was like an actual glue ball, it shouldn't go that far. I don't want to comment on what that looks like to me. So Fred calls his gang of friends. There are 2 bananas named Slip and Slide. Does anyone else get reminded of the toy Slip and Slide when you hear their names? I can't be the only one who thinks that. But in all honesty, I can't tell the 2 apart. They don't even have like a different button or a shirt or a color or something to differentiate themselves. This just might be a me thing, but I hate twins in animation that look 100% identical. Even some of the greatest animations of all time have this problem. Spirited Away, for example. Zaniba and Yubaba look 100% the same and I can't tell them apart. So Fred has his friends play a guessing game of what he is.
Leprechaun! Close.
In what way is a leprechaun like a lifeguard? They both begin with the letter L. Genius! That makes them very identical! Point is, Fred dreams of being a lifeguard and getting muscles and babes. I'm pretty sure you could find something like that on DeviantArt. Bingo, I guess, smacks Fred into reality and stops his fantasy. Alright, I have a small problem right here. It's not even the obvious, but we'll hold on that in a minute or so. First, a newspaper hits Bingo, that makes Fred flip to become a newspaper writer. Okay, so a piece of trash falls onto your friend's head. Yep, time to instantly switch to a different career.
He wants us to hit him in the head all day with a wad of paper?
Actually, that might have been funnier if Slip actually hit Bingo with the paper. By the way, that strawberry is named Bunga. Well, what do you know? He's not a SpongeBob ripoff. No, he's a Looney Tunes ripoff. That's better, right? He's basically Taz as a strawberry. I do believe that he talks in this show. Maybe. All I know is that the voice of him is the same guy as the announcer for the Teen Titans Go movie.
Coming this summer,
They're finally going to make a movie about me!
the story of Batman's greatest ally
It's me! That must be me!
and best friend in the whole world,
Finally!
Alfred, the movie.
It's time to clean up this city.
In fact, it just occurred to me that a lot of voice actors from Friendship is Magic are in this show. Brian Drummond, Chantal Strand, Sam Vincent, Kathleen Barr, Ashley Ball, Tabitha St. Germain, even Tara Strong was in this. So Fred starts speaking random nonsense and then random nonsense appears. Like pirates on pogo sticks, an octopus, and aliens. These aren't even a dream sequence, by the way. They're part of the actual episode. Here's where that problem from earlier comes in. If Fred can do whatever he wants, why can't he automatically be a good lifeguard? Is there a reason for that? But I think what's more important in my eyes is the concept. Yes, it's been stated that Fred can do whatever he wants, but really thinking about it, that sounds boring. A character given the ability to do whatever he wants with no rules sounds restricted. Yeah, you may think this grants freedom, but it's kind of the opposite. By giving Fred the ability to do whatever he wants, the audience is not going to care. There are no stakes. Even in shows that kind of push the envelope on stakes, like Ren and Stimpy, Animaniacs, and even SpongeBob, there were still ground rules to their realities that prevented them from doing anything that they wanted. And that's probably my biggest problem with Fred as a whole. People say Fred sounds bad because Raul Paulson was told to be a SpongeBob knockoff in this, or the fact that Fred is a ripoff of SpongeBob. Well, those are problems, they don't bother me. Fred being able to do whatever he wants all the time, with no restrictions except quote-unquote plot, it really loses my interest. This show had 13 episodes, 26 individual segments. That's probably why the show didn't do well. Speaking of plot, what plot? Fred becomes a lifeguard, then a newspaper writer, and then a lifeguard again. It switches back and forth. It would have made sense if one episode was him as a lifeguard and another as a newspaper writer, but not at the same time. I don't mind Fred being both, but if you're gonna connect the two, you gotta give me a good reason. I don't see any logical reason for this. As for the humor in the newspaper context, Fred shouts, "Read all about it!" over and over again. For the rest of the episode, honestly, they don't do any variety with it except with other fruit.
Okay, everyone loves the paper, but I can tell they want more. Much more.
You have given me no evidence that anyone likes it. Or is this just your sick fantasy of everyone agreeing with you? So Fred and his gang write a bunch of papers and they pollute and fill up the island. And the watermelon solves this problem by getting all the fruit in the water so that Fred can go from being a newspaper writer to a lifeguard. Wait, I thought the episode established that he was both at the same time. Greenline's plan might not work. Then through still images, Fred saves all the fruit. Oh, and the octopus and alien came back. Was it too hard to animate Fred swimming in Flash? You showed it earlier with the lemon. Speaking of the lemon, Fred torches the lemon and the lemon squirts out lemon juice. That's essentially blood to him. Ouch, that must hurt. Then, for some unexplained reason, Fred saves the octopus and the pirates, who both terrorize Fred's island friends. Wow, you must be a very terrible friend, Fred. And then he writes a newspaper again, hits Green Ryan, and then the episode ends with Fred, I guess, saying his catchphrase.
Coconut Fred saves the day. Yay me!
And that was the episode of Coconut Fred. No news is good news. Yeah, this episode was annoying. This show is annoying. And I have seen multiple episodes. And this is probably the most blatant ripoff that I have ever seen. You could show me a 3D knockoff film of an actual good film, and that knockoff would have more originality. This episode could have been worse, but it could have been better as well. If you showed a kid Coconut Fred, they'd probably think that it was some kind of SpongeBob knockoff. Any positives out of this? Yeah, there were some. I like the character Bingo. I think he's cute and funny. And I even like the voice acting in this. Even Fred, in all honesty, I could tolerate. As for my main negatives, the Flash animation was bad, but this was 2005 where we didn't fully utilize its full potential yet. I mean, it's not like we had shows like Steven Universe back then, but the writing was honestly the worst part. It's like this show was on some kind of ADHD. The plot, and I'm being nice by saying there was a plot, the plot meandered the whole time. Fred kept switching back and forth from a lifeguard to a newspaper writer like every 5 seconds. And every other episode kinda does something similar to this. And that was my review of Coconut Fred. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm Rebeccah of Riot Animation Reviews. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and bell. And support me on Patreon if you want. My current Patreon members should be on the screen right now. And I'll see you all next time when I take a more in-depth look with the classic SpongeBob episode, Band Geeks. See ya! Star Giant Productions, out.